We serve people. I mean, that's really our most important thing we do is we provide services to people, and we provide services to the most vulnerable people in our community in some cases. And so these are folks that need a tremendous amount of support. So we want to make sure that we are eliminating any barriers that may be in our processes that inhibit people from being able to take advantage of our services.
The course definitely exceeded my expectations. It was very well produced. It was done by an outside consultant with staff from the county, and it was very varied. There were video clips, there were group activities, there were individual activities. We sat, we stood, we moved around the room. Nobody's put on the spot. It was just really well done.
I thought it would be more of an equal opportunity, affirmative action kind of lecture with lots of statistics and just checking the box. I was pleasantly surprised that that was not the nature of the class.
I would just encourage people to go with an open mind. It's very well done, so it's not an embarrassing or shaming thing. It's a trying to understand thing.
You get an awful lot from other people's perspectives. You know your own perspective most of the time, but hearing other people and then sometimes you just verbalizing it makes you wonder whether that's really what you think.
We were able to pair up and do some group exercises, and I paired up with a young lady that also grew up here in Charlotte in the Dilworth community. I grew up in a neighboring community, or two neighboring communities, Wilmore and 3rd Ward, and they're probably less than 3 to 5 miles apart. But our experiences growing up here in Charlotte, even though we were so close physically, could have been people speaking on different sides of the planet. And to me, I didn't realize, even though I've seen statistics and been in other classes, that neighborhood by neighborhood, your experiences here as a ethnic group or as a race could be so different. Even in Charlotte, which is a pretty racially diverse community, that was my aha moment.
I would say the aha moment for me came where I was able to see all the different biases that I had personally, and then also hear the different biases from other individuals. You know, we grow up learning things that are passed on generation after generation. Some of them are cultural myths that we receive, but the aha moment for me was really to understand what my personal biases that were passed down for me.
Seeing all the video clips and hearing about all the different ways that banks and local and national governments colluded to exclude a whole group of people. I knew little bits of it, and they teach some of it in history in school, but not the redlining, not the way loans are given, not the way people are not allowed to pass on wealth.
It was a much better class than I had originally thought it would be.
I would tell my coworkers to enroll in the course mostly to challenge themselves, to think differently, and maybe even to acknowledge their own prejudices.
If you have coworkers that you respect and you enjoy working with, you owe it to your community to be there and to put yourself out there and listen and hear what other people's experiences are.